Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Like you have been anticipating for the other practical aside from that of the electricity, I'm highly sorry. It's as a result of the person to deliver the apparatus, but I'm able to get the apparatus for what? For the optics, and we're going to practicalize that today. And also I will be looking at a way of manipulating the experiments in order for you to get your answer very fast. We talk about that at the end of the video. So please kindly pay maximum attention and see how we're going to carry out the experiment on optics so that we can assure and be certain of absolute correct result. Remember, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do that now, and if you're a subscriber before, kindly drop your comments and don't forget to like the video and share within your colleagues. Let's start the main work. So here is the question for the optics, and we shall be looking at this question in detail. Like we're going to interpret it and carry out the experiments together so that whatever question they will be given to you, you will be able to attempt those questions yourself without the assistance or you panicking that you might get it wrong or do it wrong. So let's do it once now. Now here is the question. Look at the diagram. That is, for every experiment we carried out, our diagram has to look like this. And now let's see how we can achieve this diagram as explained by the question here. Now the question says, trace the outline ABCD of the glass block on the sheet of paper as shown above. So it means we are going to be given a sheet of paper and also the apparatus needed. Here are the apparatus needed. We have our rectangular glass block, and we have our thumb pin and the optical pin. Then we have our protractor, and we have our ruler, and also we are going to be making use of compass, and we are going to make use of our pencil. But throughout this video, in place of pencil, I'll be using biro so that you can easily see it clearly. So you can also try using biro in your exam. There's no penalty for that, provided that you can do it accurately without cleaning anything. So I'll be using biro because I want to act like I'm a pro. So let's see what it is. Now let's go on by following what the question says. The question says, trace the outline ABC of the glass block on the sheet of paper as shown above. Now here is a sheet of paper. These are a plain sheet of paper. Now then we're going to do the first thing that it asks us to do in this experiment. So that's to trace out the glass block. So while I place my glass block, it's getting cracked already. So while I place my glass block on it like this, so I'll make sure that the glass block is absolutely straight. If you doubt that, you can just use your ruler to measure the other side. If it is of the same size to this place, then it's straight. So I don't like tracing like this because it doesn't make my work neat. So what I used to do is that I'm going to dot this side like this, and I will dot this side like this. Then I'll also dot this. I'll dot the four edges. So when I dot the four edges like that, I'm going to connect the point like this. So when I do this like this, and like this. So here is A, and here is B, here is C, and here is D. So you see, if I replace my prism, you can see it's exact. So, and it's very neat. So instead of tracing around like this, that might not give you a very neat job. So that's that. What else did they ask us to do from the question? So the question now says, remove the glass block, like I have done that, and draw the normal at O. So the next thing now is to draw the normal. So I would like to use my ruler to draw the normal. That is, I'm going to be taking the size of the ruler away from side AD, and that's what I'm going to stick to throughout the experiment. So I'm having it like this, and here is my normal. So can you see? So here is my normal O, and from the so we cannot go back to the diagram now. So what's the next thing to do after drawing your normal at O? So the question now says, draw an incident angle I equal 30 degrees. So I'm to draw my incident angle I to equal 30 degrees. So here is my protractor. So if you place it like this now, so this point here is 90 degrees. So let it serve as our what? 0 degree angle. So I'll count 1, 2, 3. So this is angle 30 degree now. So I'm going to rule that as my incident angle. So this is I equal what? 30 degree now. So I'll write it somewhere here. I equal 30 degree as that. So what's the next thing to do? So we'll go back to the question. It says fix 2 pins at point P and Q on the incident ray. So I'm going to pick 2 optical pins. So if I pick 2 optical pins, I'm going to fix it on the ray like this. So you make sure it's upright. So I do the same thing here. Make sure the spacing is something that is reasonable like this. So I have my 2 pin fixed upright. What's the next thing to do? Replace the block and fix what? 2 other pins at U and V such that the pins appear to be in a straight line with the image of the pins P and Q when viewed through the block. So the next thing we have to do now is that I'm going to replace what? I'm going to replace this my glass block on the outline like this. And I'm going to view from the other end and erect another what? Another pin like this. So I have to view and make sure that they are on a straight line. So I haven't seen that they are on a straight line. That is, I'm seeing one image now. So I have to put the other pin. You make sure you view from this base and make sure you avoid a parallax view here, so that they can be on the straight line. So you exact what? The other second pin. So when you do that, so I can see just one image, which is the image of this last one I put. So I'm going to remove that now. So what's the next thing after I've gotten what? Just a single image. So they says remove the block and join the points at V and U. So I'm going to join these 2 points like this. So this is point U, this is V, and this is point T. So I'm going to join this to this. So can we see that now? So this is T, this is U, this is V, and this one will become what? P, and this will become what? Q. So what's the next thing to do after that? So after we've joined OT, which is this and this, what's the next thing? With O at center and using any convenient radius, draw a circle to cut the incident and refracted ray at R and S respectively. So the first thing we need to do now is to draw our circle. Now, whatever radius you are choosing now is what you should maintain throughout the experiment. Just like you're going to maintain whatever normal you started with throughout the experiment. So I'll be using my own O to be 2 centimeters. So you can see this is my radius is going to be 2 centimeters, like you can see here. So this is 2 centimeters. I'll maintain this throughout the experiment. So I'll fix it at point O and I'll make my circle. So if I draw my circle like this, so exactly. So what's the next thing to do after I've drawn my circle? So the next thing I'm going to do is to draw the perpendicular RON and MS. So RON, so it means I have to draw a straight line from this point here down here, and I'll draw another straight line from this point here down here. So this will be my R and this will be my N. This is angle 90. This is also an angle 90 here. There's an angle 90 here also. So this is going to be my S and this is going to be my M. So the next thing to show now is for me to show the direction of the incident ray. So if you look at it, you see that we view from here. Because we view from here, it means the light is coming from here. So make sure you put the arrow. Otherwise, what you have been doing is absolutely rubbish if you don't put the arrow, because the examiner will not know where the ray of light is coming from. So having done that, this is a refracted ray and this is the incident ray. So what's the next thing they ask us to do? The next thing they ask us to do is to measure and record RON and MS. So ROS, so we have RON to measure and we have MS to also measure. So what's my RON? So my RON is 1 centimeter, so I have 1.00 centimeter, and my MS, so I have 0.7 centimeter, 0.7 centimeter. So I'm done with the first experiment. So what's the next thing they ask us to do? We are asked to repeat the experiment for I equal 40 degree, 50 degree, 60 degree, and 70 degree respectively. So let me pick the next paper and I'm going to repeat the same thing while so the first thing is for me to trace out the outline. So don't forget, I'll place it like this. After I've placed it, I'll check if it is actually straight. So it does. So the next thing I'm going to do is to point out the edges. So I'll point out the edges. So having done that, I'll connect the points with my ruler. So I'll connect the point with my ruler. Please, if you are not sure of your perfection, don't use pen, please use your pencil. So the next thing is that I'm going to draw my normal. Don't forget the way the question comes. So here is my normal. So the next thing now is to measure angle 40 degree. We started with 30 degree. So this is 90 degree. So I have to count 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is 40 degree. So I'm going to connect the point. So I connect the point down like this. So here is the incident angle I, where I is 40 degree. So what's the next thing? The next thing is to erect pin at PQ according to the question. So I exert a pin here and another one here, just like this. So I'll replace the prism. So after replacing the prism to the outline, so I'm going to view through the other side and make sure that they are on a straight line when viewed through this end. So I'm seeing just this pin now. So if I'm going to erect the other one also, I must be seeing just a single image. Okay, so now I can see this image only. So I'll remove it and label my outlines. So first of all, I'll connect these points like this. So here is my U, here is my V, and I'll connect OT. So here is my T, here is point O, here is B, here is A, here is C, and here is my D. So this place is going to be my P and this is my Q. Then don't forget to put your arrow to show the direction of the light. So the next thing is to pick my circle. Don't forget 2 centimeter is what we started with. So if you have been using 3 centimeter or 1 centimeter, stick to it. So here is my 2 centimeter, and I will draw my circle perfectly So here is my circle. The next thing is for me to draw the perpendicular line like this. So I will also do the same thing to this like this. So this place is going to be my arrow end. So this is R, this is N, this is angle 90, angle 90. So this is also an angle 90, and this is MS. So I'm going to take the measurement of arrow N. So if I do that, I will have this to be 1.2 centimeter. So it's going to be 1.20 centimeter. We do that when we are computing the table. And this is giving me 1.9. So my MS is 0.9 rather, sorry. So yeah, this is 0.9 centimeter. So we are done with that also. So we go for angle 50 degree now. So I'll do the same thing. I'll place my so-called rectangular block. Now make sure that it's absolutely straight. So I'll take the measurement of the edges. So when I pick the dot of the edges like this, so I connect it like this. So absolutely, the next thing, I draw my normal. You have to maintain the same normal. So here is point O. So I'm going to draw my angle now. So this is 90 degree. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we'll connect this like this. So I'm going to insert my pin on the incident ray like that. So I replace my prism on my outline like that. So I come to check. So I have to view through this space and see that they are on a straight line. Make sure your pin is upright. So if I have it like that, so I have to fix the second one also such that it will be equal on a straight line like this. So the next thing is to connect the dots. Sorry. So this and this. So this is point T, this is V, and this is U. So I have here to be P and I have here to be Q. So this is B, C, D, and A. So the next thing to do now is to draw a circle. Remember, you maintain the 2 centimeter. So make sure your radius is 2 centimeter. So place it at center O. That will make our circle. So the next thing is to draw the perpendicular lines. So we got this, and we got this. So this is going to be our arrow end. So here is angle 90, here is angle 90. So this is going to be MS. So that should be the case. We then check I is equals to 50 degree here. So what's the value for our arrow end and our MS? So we take the measurement our RN right now is 1.5 centimeter. Our MS is currently 1 centimeter. So we're done with that. So we'll pick the next one, and that's angle 60 degree. We'll repeat the same thing. So just like this. So we connect the points. So connect the points. We'll draw our normal. So the next thing is to pick our protractor and measure the angle 60 degrees. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this is 60 degrees. So we take the line down like this. So the next thing, we fix our pin on it just as before. Okay, so we'll replace our rectangular prism rather. So we'll replace it. We'll come to view from here to get a straight line. Kindly observe very well and make sure they are on a straight line with each other. So you don't erect yet until you see that they are on a straight line together. Yes, correct. So we'll take, so we'll connect these. So here is point V, this is U, this is T, this is O, this is Q, and this is P. So the next thing is to draw our radius, our circle rather. So I'll check if the radius has not really shaped. So 2 centimeter. So we'll place it at center, O marked. So we'll draw our circle with that radius. So then the next thing is to draw our perpendicular line. So this is RN and this is MS. So don't forget to put your arrow. I think we forgot to do that in the previous one. So please note that. Don't forget that. Very, very important. So in order for us not to forget again, let's quickly do that here. So if that should be the case, our I is 60 degrees here. So what's our RN and what's our MS? So our RN here is 1.7 centimeter. So correct, 1.7. So this is giving us 1.3. Okay, this is 1.2 centimeter. So we're done with this. Okay, we're here to show the 90 degree. This is 90 degree. This is 90 degree, and this is another 90 degree. So we're done with that. So we're on the last one now, and that's 70 degree now. Okay, it's not easy though. So we'll do the same thing here. So we check if it is straight. So it does. So So the next thing I'm going to do is just to take the edges as usual. So connect the dots. So connect the dots. So we draw our normal. So the next thing is to draw the angle 70 degree. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So here's our 70 degree. So we have this done like this. So the next thing is to replace. So we have to erect our pins on the incident tray like this. So we'll drop this. So the next thing is to view from the base and make sure you have it on a straight line like this. This might be a bit difficult because the angle is very close to where we might have a total internal reflection, so it might be a bit complex. Kindly please note that. Okay, so this is correct now. So we'll remove that. Take care of this like this. We'll connect our dots. So this is V, this is U, and this is T. Okay, the next thing, okay, this is Q and this is P, B, C, D, and A. So here is point O. So we check, are we still on the 2 centimeter? Yes, we are. So we have this to be our circle. So we'll draw a perpendicular line here. We'll do the same thing here. So there's going to be point N, point R, point M, and point S. So here is 90 degree. Here is also 90 degree. So our I is 70 degree, and our RN and MS. So RN is going to be 1.9 centimeter, and our MS is 1.6 centimeter. Okay. Sorry, this is 1.4. No, sorry, it's 1.4 centimeter. That's that and avoid parallax error. So this is going to be our direction of ray as usual. So we're done with the 3x experiment. Sorry, the 5 angles that we are asked to vary. So what's the next thing to do from the question? So the next thing we are asked to do is that in each case, determine and record the corresponding values of RON. We have done that. So tabulate your reading. Okay, let's tabulate our reading. So let me just make use of this. Please. So I want to tabulate our reading now. So now you need the radius again. So I have this now. So here is the serial number. So I think I repeat the experiment 5 times. So here is my I in degree, and here is my RN in centimeter, and this is my MS in centimeter as well. So this one is given to be 30 degree at first. So because it's given from the question, I'll put it in one decimal place. So this is 40. I don't need to put the unit here again, sorry. This is going to be 40.0. So this is 50.0. This is 60.0, and this is 70.0. So when the angle of incidence is 30 degree, what's the value of Rn? So that is 1.00. So, and this one is 0.70. So, and when it is 70 degree, so we have Rn to be 1.90, and we have 1.40. So when it is 60 degree, so this is 1.70, and this is 1.20. So when it is 50 degree, this is 1.50, and this is 1.00. And when it is 40 degree, this is 1.20, and this is 0.90. So here is our reading. So what's the next thing they ask us to do? So plot a graph of the RN on the vertical axis and MS on the horizontal axis. Determine the slope x of the graph. So, and take two precautions. So that's just about that. You have watched my video on how to plot graph. Kindly use this reading and plot your graph. Then tell me what your results will be. But your results for the slope is going to be the refractive index of this glass block. And the refractive index of this glass block is, we have it to be 1.5. So that's the refractive index of this glass block I'm using. So your slope should be approximately 1.5, or you can have it to be 1.46. So, but whatever slope you are going to get, when you take the approximate value, it must be 1.5. Are you getting it now? But the actual refractive in the description box below, kindly check that. And by His grace, tomorrow, unfailingly by His grace, I'm going to be dropping video on how to manipulate your reading on electricity, and I'm going to be giving you the actual question. This is not the actual question on optics, but likely question that might come up on optics. But I'll be giving you the actual question on electricity, but the values might be varied. And I'm going to show you how you can calculate and get your reading without wasting time. Either your apparatus is perfect or not. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share within your friends. We are always friends. Thank you.